Welcome to the Untitled Film Project Podcast. I don't know, what should we call this? Revenge of the Elvis fans?
I think of it as the listener and viewer response episode.
Did they actually listen or watch?
I don't know, but that's how I like to think about it.
So how many people hated our episode about Priscilla?
All right, so let's just dive right in here.
Okay. They certainly did.
On YouTube, our Priscilla episode, which is titled, "This is Why the Elvis Estate is Pissed About Priscilla."
That's my fault, by the way. Sorry about
Major props to Mr. Gover there for clickbaiting it. Over 11,000 views as of this recording, and we have over 200 comments, most of them from people that don't know how to use the internet properly, don't know punctuation, and don't know what all caps mean. Most people have either no profile picture or have Elvis as their profile picture. So, of course, they're probably not going to like Priscilla.
And they're probably not going to like me.
Probably not going to like Jim. Especially if they actually watch the episode, they're not going to like Jim. Or, sorry, the man in the middle. Some people like to say.
I'm just picturing Michael Jackson.
Even though he's captioned, all our names are on the bottom of the screen.
But the man in the middle. So
all right.
I figured it'd be fun.
Yeah, let's just get it out there because I said it at the beginning of the Priscilla episode.
Well, you're not hiding behind it.
I'm not hiding behind this. I just, for anybody that didn't watch the Priscilla episode, if you can totally enjoy this episode because
oh yes, you can.
Most people, I'm sure, I'm just guessing because I've not read one comment, but I'm guessing they hate me because I don't care about Elvis.
Nope, you sure don't.
You don't like Elvis music?
I really don't.
Then why are you talking about it, Jim?
Because I saw a movie called Priscilla.
That's right.
Which was pretty good.
We discuss movies because we're a movie podcast.
Untitled Film Project Podcast.
This is not an Elvis altar. Okay? All right. So now look, just like I... Stop that.
There's going to be plenty of that this episode.
All right, I'm going to make the same disclaimer I did on the original episode because I never want to seem like I'm backtracking. You can go back and check. Okay? I have never said he wasn't super talented. I never said he didn't break ground and there was nobody like him before and that he does a great job. It's not for me.
Right.
It just doesn't do anything for me.
You can totally respect what someone has accomplished in their musical career
exactly.
and still not necessarily care for their music.
That's right.
Right. I mean, just ask somebody who loves ska.
Let's get Gumpy on the phone.
Sorry, Gumpy. All right, so let's get to it, but I want to save Jim a little bit here.
Okay.
So, Gover, you're going to go first. And here's the thing. I've read all of these. Jim has read none of them. Gover maybe has seen one or two. So, Jim especially is going to blindly read all the hate that he's received.
I'm also blindly reading these.
Okay, so those two are blind. So, I'm the master of puppets here. that have sent these comments to them for them to read. So, Gover, I need you to open your email and read the first comment on our podcast about this.
The first and last time I watched these clowns. Clown emoji. And what I want to say about this is I really appreciate you took the time. You admitted watching, which we appreciate.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Thanks so much for watching.
But really, you actually went the extra mile and found the clown emoji and put it in. And I want to say I appreciate that effort.
Yeah.
See, that's good.
That took effort. All right, next one. They just let anyone with no background in music and that do no research on the people they are talking about do these silly podcasts. Wow. These dudes are lost. LMFAO. Facepalm. Dead.
Who's they exactly?
I don't know who they is. I don't know who.
Because we're our own bosses, so I don't know
I don't
who they
know
are.
who we are answering to.
You know, maybe they're just mad at the people down at the internet who let us on there.
How dare they?
Jim's going to have the meat of these. And there's some really long ones dedicated to Jim, but we're going to start off really easy here,
right.
Jim.
Not only have I not seen these, but these I'm assuming these are going to be like the mean tweets of the Untitled Film Project
100%, because they're all targeting you.
Okay, the first one I see is, well, Jim, it is obvious you need to learn what real talent is. Apparently I do. Apparently we have
Jim.
definitions of talent that are different. No, I said he's talented. He was super talented, and if he's still alive, he's super talented.
All right, Jim, because you have the most. Let's go ahead and go to the next one for you.
Jim does not belong there. Forced to watch Elvis movies? Elvis fans don't care, as by this time, Elvis is an historic person, not Priscilla.
First of all, you don't put an "an" before a consonant. That's number one.
I'm sorry, Jim. You can't review a movie because you don't belong here. You're being forced to watch them. Forced. You've been told by the media companies you have to watch these.
I know, by the deep state. And, and it's something I'm trying to work through with my therapist after having to be forced to watch these things. But I will say, Elvis fans don't care. You cared enough to write.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
And talk about it.
All right, Jim, the next one is slightly threatening.
Ooh.
So scroll to the next one.
Okay. All right. Ooh, they went my full name.
Yeah.
Okay. So they said, Jim Chandler, be careful now. There's a lot of Elvis fans out there, including me. You wouldn't want more than half of America on your case. I seen Elvis in concert February 77, and I happen to like him with millions of other fans. You seen him?
Half of America.
Half of America.
You're gonna have half of America.
Half of America. Great. Love what you love, man. That's fine.
Jim Chandler.
I'm not saying remove Elvis from everyone's memory, take his stuff down, just erase him. Fine, love him. That's great. I'm just not one of them. Guess what? I'm gonna give you my seat. You can go. When he shows up at that flea market, next week, where he seems to turn up all the time. Oh, I saw him live. He was over at the flea market. I will not be in front of you in line. You can go meet him yourself. What else are they saying?
No, you guys have blinders on. You didn't do your homework at all. Period. There is so much you missed. Shame on you. Another emoji.
What did we miss?
I like that. I don't know what we missed. We specifically talked about in the opening 7 minutes of the show, by the way, that this is only from one side of the truth.
Right.
We specifically said it's Priscilla's word.
It's her memoir.
She sat with the actor and the director and talked about her life with Elvis, so it's coming from her. How is that really true? We did a whole promo. If you look at our shorts or TikTok, we did a whole promo about this, but how how much of this is actually true? Is she protecting him? Is she not protecting him? Is she spitting the truth? We asked all these questions.
Yeah.
So we have blinders on by the fact that we asked all those questions in the first 7 minutes of the show. Proves that we do not have blinders on.
They think we're discussing the relationship between Elvis and Priscilla and not a movie.
Right. We're discussing the movie.
The movie.
Because again, we are a film project podcast.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one. This one's really funny.
Okay.
Because this person obviously is not secure in their masculinity at all.
Okay.
3 chubby beta males with low T squirm with jealousy over Chad Elvis. One.
Can you say that again? Say it slower, because I just want to.
3 chubby beta males with low T squirm with jealousy over Chad Elvis.
I missed the low T the first time.
I think it's pretty funny.
I think
some of that I can't argue with.
You can't argue with the chubby. Nope.
Right, chubby.
The chubby thing.
No, I embrace it, to be honest.
I think my T's doing all right.
Okay, and their Chad Elvis is actually they're ripping on Jacob Elordi, who played Elvis. Is that what they're trying to get to?
I have no idea. It's the beta male part, because anyone who used the term beta male is actually the beta male. I mean, if that's what you're reducing yourself to, and you think you're better, you're the one probably with low T and a tiny dick. Now I need you to read this.
It has
exactly
the word
as it's written.
Okay, all right. Their screen name has the word Memphis in it. Okay, so obviously there's some Elvis ties there. Here it is, as written. 1, Priscilla Presley had every opportunity to leave this relationship at any time before and after she and, all caps, Elvis Presley got married. It was Priscilla's choice to stay at Graceland and go to school from Graceland with Elvis's grandmother, all caps, watching over her and taking care of her. And while Elvis was in Hollywood filming his movies, it was agreed upon by Priscilla's parents for Priscilla to stay at Graceland. She wasn't held against her will. She wasn't kidnapped. She could have left anytime she wanted. Priscilla chose to stay.
No. Priscilla choose to stay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's two O's
Jim
there.
gave the benefit of the doubt there.
I know. He sounds like Grandpa Simpson over there, too.
I'm such a looser that I didn't catch Priscilla choose
now, of note,
to
Jim,
stay.
What's the whole thing with the capital letters here?
All right, this is, I have never seen this before outside of like the very beginning of a presentation, but this is typed out. When the stuff isn't in all caps, which I yelled out like, Grandpa Simpson, it's in title case, which you have to like format specifically so that the first letter of every word is capitalized.
Every word.
Every word. In every sentence.
People don't understand that they are telling you more about them than they are about whatever they're commenting on.
Yeah.
It's pretty unbelievable.
All right, Jeremy, this is the last one you have to read.
Okay.
I gave you this one on purpose because of the score they gave us.
Oh, they gave us a score.
They scored us back.
They scored us.
Hey, it's fair.
Hey.
They must have also made a deal with the people down at the internet.
At the World Wide Web.
Yeah. This is a terrible review. Period. 2 spaces, which is unnecessary in 2023. Obviously, no research. Period. 2 spaces. I give you a 0 in your review. So first of all,
did they end it with 30? Is it like, they used to do in old newspaper rooms? That was like the signal that it was the end of the story.
First of all, I appreciate them listening because they clearly got to the review part because they knew to score us.
They watched.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, actually. Secondly, I don't have to do my research. My research is the movie. That's my job. I'm not, this is not a podcast about relationships.
Right.
And we're comparing Elvis.
It's not a history podcast.
Yeah, Elvis and Priscilla against Justin and Brittany. This is about the movie.
Right.
I don't know why people can't see that.
I did make sure to comment as the Untitled Film Project. Thanks for watching. But thank you for the view.
So, but I do appreciate the score because that does mean they got to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last one is
the algorithm thanks you.
You guys are idiots. When your daughter says you're wrong, you probably are.
Yeah, pin that one to the top.
I think I might. We could totally do that.
That's pretty funny. I'm going to do it right now, actually.
Okay, so
if I can find it.
The last 2 are 100% for Jim.
Okay.
Directed at him.
It.
Even though this one he's about to read, the person didn't even know his name. So that's where you are. So go for it.
Even though it's on the screen?
Even though it's on the screen.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. I'm happy to be the half of America's pincushion.
Make sure he's in the middle on the video here.
Okay. I'm trying.
He's always in the middle.
Yeah.
He's our leader, so he's in the middle.
All right. This comment says, Jim, why are you criticizing this movie when you obviously do not like her, Elvis? It says like her. You're nasty for no reason. I am a fan for decades. Love Elvis. Anyways, will. This disaster was made in 30 days. Are you kidding? Why, siree, we even have to listen to ye. No one had ever asked you to see an Elvis. You, Jim, are a joke. Should have nothing to say. The guy you're talking about, Curry Grant, was married and had already had Prissy. What? I'm lost.
Priscilla.
No, who's Curry Grant?
Cary Grant?
The finder.
Is that
the finder?
Oh, okay. Okay, that was the guy founder. Okay. You might want to fact check.
Cary Grant.
I had no idea. Didn't look like him. No. Obviously, something you don't do. Fact check. I watched the movie. Okay, and it continues. OMG, you're so not an Elvis fan critiquing an Elvis film.
Duh.
Not!
It's not an Elvis film.
It's not an Elvis film.
First of all.
It's a Priscilla film.
Exactly.
He just happens to have
Priscilla.
a small role in it. He didn't see her for years after 1959. Get your facts straight. Read the book, Child Betide.
Jim read that word for word.
What were they even trying to say? Read the book. Is Child Bride? Is that the book they're referencing?
That is the book they're referencing.
Child Betide. I didn't. Okay, now I see. Okay, well, I don't want to read the book because I don't care about Elvis. I try to keep telling you that. I am letting Elvis be all yours. We have to figure out some way for all the people that made a comment on the original Priscilla podcast get to see and hear this one so that they can then respond. Let's keep the conversation going.
Keep the conversation going for Dirkades and
Dirkades and Dirkades.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Film Project Podcast. To support the show, please rate, review, follow, and subscribe. Original music by Jeremy Schwartz. Special thanks to the Music City Film Critics Association. Editing and post-production by Jeremy K. Gover. Voiceover by Chad Bennett.